Good morning to all my wonderful viewers out there, and welcome back to another drop list video, the series where we talk about all the items that are releasing in a specific week for various different streetwear brands. And in today's video, we're going to be covering everything that is dropping in week 12 of Supreme's Spring Summer 2021 collection. Welcome back, guys. Today, we're obviously going to be covering week 12. Some big items releasing this week. We're getting the Timberlands collaboration, which I just talked about in the previous video, the Streetwear Talk video. So if you want me to, go in depth a little bit more about the actual collaboration there, definitely go check out that Streetwear Talk video that I just uploaded. We're also getting a Supreme fridge. We are getting a collaboration with Smeg, and Supreme is releasing a fridge. So, yeah, this is going to be the fridge week. This is week 12, the fridge week. And we're also getting, hopefully, some nice clothing as well, but we're going to have to check it out and see if that's the case. Now, how we're going to cover all the items that are releasing in week 12 is, of course, by using a Supreme community page. We'll also cover the release details for this week as well, for anyone unsure on the drop times. So let's head on over to that Supreme community page now and start covering the release details, and then we'll cover all the items releasing this week. So here we are, guys, at the Supreme community page. If you guys want to check it out, it'll be linked down in the description section below, so you guys can click on it and vote on the items individually yourselves there. We'll just quickly cover the release details for this week. So week 12 is dropping on the 13th of May 2021. The items will be releasing online at 11 AM Eastern Standard Time on the US and 11 AM British Standard Time for the EU, and they'll be releasing on the 15th of May for people that live in Japan, and if you, I don't know, proxy from the Japan store, that's where to pick it up from there. But here is week 12. We've got some pretty crazy items and some items that aren't loading because Australian internet is terrible. All well and good. We'll cover this week by going through the individual sections as always. There's not actually that many sections this week. We've only got 7 sections to cover this week, so it's going to be a pretty quick week. I will kick it off by covering the jackets this week, which normally is my favorite section. I've only got 2 jackets releasing this week, guys. We have one from the seasonal range and one which is a collaborative piece. To kick it off, we'll talk about the seasonal one, which is the Eagle hooded work jacket. Yeah, I would have preferred this jacket to be a work jacket that wasn't hooded, or a coach's jacket. The hooded jackets have never been hugely my vibe. I wasn't, hugely into those, so it's probably going to be a downvote for me. The graphic is alright. It's kind of cringy, I suppose, but that's like the whole idea of it. It's Supreme doing those all over print, like animal print things, which a lot of people like to wear as like ironic fashion and stuff like that, and I feel like this perfectly just fits straight into that genre as well. Moving into the collaborative piece this week, we have Supreme and Timberland collaborating on the reflective taping anorak. So on the shoulders, it has some 3M strips that flash. I talked about it in a lot of detail in that Streetwear Talk video, if you guys want to, have a look into really how I felt about it. And I also dived into a lot more detail about the, embroidery and stuff like that. For me, this week, it's going to be a downvote though. It's just not a piece that I would wear. It's not necessarily a bad piece. It's just not my aesthetic. Just not something that I would wear day to day. So I'm going to give it as a downvote. I will move on now. We've got the next section to cover, which is the hats releasing in week 12. And we've got quite a few releasing this week. We've got 4 hats releasing this week. We have the Vampire Boy beanie. This is a little cartoon vampire boy with Supreme underneath him, and I think he's holding up maybe a heart or something. Either way, it's a very childish, very playful little graphic there. I actually quite like it. I think it does come on a hoodie as well, but I'm not a huge fan of the beanie. The beanie wouldn't be something that you would see me wearing. Next we have the Supreme Timberland camp caps. I covered them in the Streetwear Talk video, obviously. They're going to be a downvote for me, just not something that I would consider wearing. Next we have the beanies. I don't mind the beanies too much. The navy one and the black one aren't too bad. Even the red one's alright. Wasn't really feeling the white and the brown one, but yeah, it's alright. $38. I'll give it a thumbs up. Next, we have the reflective zip crusher. Now, this is quite cool. We've got a crusher cap or a crusher hat with a 3M strip going all the way around it. Obviously, it has Supreme branding on it. And then it also has a little zip pocket as well if you need to, I don't know, hide your darts or a lighter or something. I don't know, whatever you want to hide in your hat. Yeah, look, these were alright. I don't mind it in the black. I'm not usually a big wearer of like crusher or bucket hats, but it's kind of steezy. I kind of like this. I'll give it a thumbs up. The black one is appealing to me. I don't mind the like burgundy one as well. The yellow one though, that's a little bit too bright for me. But that's all the hats releasing in week 12, guys. We'll move on over now and have a look at the pants releasing this week. Whew! A lot more pants than we're normally used to in a Supreme week. I'll tell you what, we have got 4 pairs of pants releasing this week. To start it off with, we have the paneled script sweatshirts. So as you can see right here, we have different colored panels on the sweatshirt, sweatpants. And then we have a Script Supreme logo down the side of the leg. This is going to be a downvote for me. The Script logo looks kind of ugly and the paneled sweatpants are kind of ugly. They would be much better if they were separate pieces. If we had the paneled sweatpants and then the Script sweatpants. Putting the paneled and the Script together did not make them twice as good. It made it twice as bad. Moving on, we have the Eagle double kneed denim painter pants. I think these are hot, man. I think these are sick. If you rock these with just a white tee, some white Air Forces, and just let the crazy all over animal print pants do the talking, I think that would just look nice. I just think that would be a nice little fit. I love the fit of the double knee denim painter pants. Very wide, awesome. I'm a very wide fella. Perfect for me. I don't know why it's super downvoted. I'm going to give that one a thumbs up. I think this is a super steezy item. I wouldn't wear it with the matching jacket though. That's a little bit excessive. Next we have the reflective taping track pants from the Timberland collaboration. Talked about it in the Streetwear Talk video. That's going to be a no from me. Next we have the Supreme Timberland double knee painter pants. That's a big yes from me. Covered it in the Streetwear Talk video. Loved them. Love the colors. Love the branding. Love the overall silhouette. Awesome, awesome piece. But that is all the pants releasing this week, guys. I actually, strangely enough, actually quite liked half the pants that are releasing this week. That's very, very unusual for me. I'm not usually a big Supreme pants guy. Well, we'll move on over now to the accessories section, which means I got to talk about one item. One super big electronic item. Let's get into it. Let's have a look at the accessories. Okay, well, I'm not going to talk about it first. Let's talk about the first accessory. Okay, down here. Let's talk about this one. What we have to kick it off with is we have the Vampire Boy keychain. Oh, okay, he's holding a knife and there's a bat in between his hands. There we go. That's a clearer image of what will be on the beanies there. Do I want this gold keychain? Not too much. Not too much. I'm not a big key ring guy. I'm not like, oh man, I need a branded key ring or something like that. It's just like, it's your keys, bro. You're not going to be showing off your keys in an outfit. Next we have the Peace Pin. It's the Peace logo with the legs and arms in, how do I describe it? They're posing in a very seductive pose. You know, you got the arm coming out here, you got the legs curling, and you got that being done. It's meant to be quite seductive. I think that's kind of fun. I think it's like, you know, just like a stupid little pin. I like it. I'm going to give that one a thumbs up. Next, we have the Supreme, is it Lesney? Yeah, I don't know. Pocket Drive Pro Bike Pump, 58 bucks. I don't ride a bike. If I needed a pump, I wouldn't spend 60 bucks on a Supreme one. There's probably a lot cheaper options out there. It's going to be a downvote for me. But obviously there's a lot of fellas that, you know, skate and ride BMX bikes and stuff that very much like it. Now, let's move on to the big kahuna this week. The big piece that everyone's going to be talking about. Supreme and Smeg are releasing a mini refrigerator. Now, this is mini in the idea that a regular sized refrigerator or fridge is like massive, you know, like almost 2 meters tall. Like that's a normal sized fridge. A mini sized fridge is still gonna be like a meter tall. Of you Americans out there, like 3-ish feet tall. It's still gonna be quite tall. like all things considered. So the shipping's going to be bonkers. I'm surprised they're not doing like an only in-store release. Like, I know COVID's going on, but there's no way the Supreme wants to pay that shipping price. So they're probably going to charge you a dumb amount of money for the shipping. And it's retailing for $1,398 US dollars. I can think of so many clothing pieces that I would love to spend that money on over this fridge. Now, if I was balling out, maybe I'd buy it for like a games room. You know, it would be a talking piece. You'd have your mates over, they'd be like, yo, what the hell? This is Supreme fridge. Like, you could have a conversation about it. But do I give it a thumbs up or do I give it a thumbs down? Look, in the ideal world, if I was balling out and I had a games room, I'd pick it up, hopefully to avoid the shipping price if I could. But yeah, why not? It's dumb. Why not though? Anyway, let's move on. Let's get out of these accessories and start talking about these shirts releasing in week 12. Okay, we have 2 shirts releasing in week 12. We have the Blessings Ripstop shirt. This is a button-up shirt with a bunch of, I'm gonna say, is it Nepalese or Indian blessings and gods and stuff on the back. I honestly don't know which culture it is. Yeah, this is not really speaking to me as much. I wouldn't buy the camo. The navy's alright. The black kind of looks nice with the red like inscriptions on the back of it, but just not something I could see myself wearing. Next, we have the bandana silk short sleeve shirt. So this is a big one. So in week 1, we got the bandana faux fur bomber jacket. Love that piece. Still on the hunt for that in an extra large in the black. We also got, later on, I can't remember which week it was, we got a couple bags with the same all over bandana print. We also got, in a couple weeks later, a small box logo t-shirt with the bandana print on it. Now in week 12, we are getting the print returning in a silk short sleeve shirt. Now, I love this. I personally love this. I love button-up shirts with all over prints these days. Honestly, you wear them with, if you want, jeans, but jeans aren't ideal. I'd much rather wear them with like suit pants, ideally like linen suit pants, not wool ones. It depends. Wool ones you get quite hot in. You want some nice like free-flowing, light materialed suit pants. You wear that, a nice belt, this all over print. It's a nice hot day and you're cruising. You're looking stylish, maybe on the borderline of looking like you sell cocaine in Miami, but you're chilling. You're chilling. And that shirt is perfect. I would love it in the black, in the red, and would I wear pink? The brown, I'm not really too keen on brown. I don't like wearing brown. The green, because it's a lime green, it's a little bit too spicy for me. But the pink, I would go as wild to wear the pink. Now, it's a silk shirt. I don't know what the percentage of the silk is, if it's 100% silk, or if Supreme's like, it's 10% silk and 90% rayon. Still though, that is going to be the lightest shirt you will ever wear in your life. I personally would love to pick one of these up in an extra large. But yeah, just an awesome piece. I really got to highlight it this week. It's one of my favorite pieces this week, maybe even this season. Definitely getting a thumbs up from me. Definitely getting a thumbs up from me. I don't know if you guys feel the same way about it, but I think it's really cool. We'll move into the final 2 sections now, guys. The next section that we're going to be diving into is the tops/sweaters. Well, we definitely went downhill. Classic Supreme has one good item and then they got to release a bunch of crap with it as well. Oh geez, well, let's get into it. So we have the striped short sleeve rugby top here. Yeah, that's nasty. That is nasty. Next we have the Inertia spell out short sleeve top. It's Supreme written on the chest, but then it's done in like a like vibrating textile to look like it's like blurry. I don't know why this is super upvoted. This is really upvoted. 2,000 upvotes? Miss me with that. I don't know why people are liking this, but I'd much rather spend my money on that silk shirt over this shirt. But that's all the top/sweaters releasing this week, guys. We have one more section, which could be really good. we have the sweatshirts. So we're getting hoodies, crew necks. Let's have a look. Let's dive into this final section and see what we're getting. Bada bing, we're getting 3. Now, to match the sweatpants, we are getting the paneled script hooded sweatshirt. This looks 10 times better on a hoodie than it does on the sweatpants. I don't know how I feel about the contrasting stitching. As you can see, they're doing contrasting stitching on like wherever the stitching is, so it really stands out. I don't know, man. I like it. Like, if the idea of the piece is to have the contrasting stitching, cool. But when you got so many other things going on, you got panels, you got that script logo on the chest, and the contrast stitching, it would have been nice for them to just like keep the stitching as the same colors as the other panels and stuff like that. I think it would just look a lot nicer. I don't mind the white one in the front. It's just kind of grim that they chose brown as the paneled color underneath. They could have chosen something a little bit different. I'm probably going to give it a thumbs down. There wouldn't be any colors here that I'd want to pay that retail price for. And to be honest, it's probably going to end up on Grailed for like half that price in a couple months' time, because nobody really wants it. Moving on, we have the Vampire Boy hooded sweatshirt. So this is the one that we saw on the keychains and on the beanies. I don't mind this one. I think it's kind of fun. It's a little vampire boy holding up a knife and a heart that's bleeding, and then a bat's flying in between his hands, I think. It's fun. It's honestly a little fun sweatshirt. Be alright in like the black or the grey, and even the other colours aren't too bad. I'm gonna give that one a thumbs up. I don't think I'd pay that retail price though, because I feel like this one's gonna like go pretty cheaply on the secondary market, but it's a nice piece. It's a nice piece. And last but not least, we have the Supreme Timberland crew neck. We have it coming in black, red, navy, and white. I wasn't a fan of the white because they chose brown, like collegiate-inspired cuffs and stuff like that. It just wasn't my thing. I do like the varsity jacket collegiate, cuffs that they chose for this crew neck. I think that looks quite nice. And the logo on the chest is really nice. I did talk about that in the streetwear talk video. I honestly think the navy is probably my favorite color, and I can actually think of a mate of mine. He doesn't wear Supreme at all, but I definitely think that crew neck would look good on him. I'm definitely going to send him like a listing for the navy one and say that he should pick it up, because it's a nice piece. It is a nice piece. I'm going to give it a thumbs up. It's solid. It'll probably go for round about the retail price, or maybe a little bit under on the secondary market, just because, well, Supreme Timberlands never resells. It never does really, really well. So I'll be kind of keeping my eyes out for the navy one, or maybe even the black one on the secondary market there. But that is it, guys. That is everything releasing in week 12. I gotta say, there are actually quite a few items this week that I really enjoyed. I really enjoyed these Eagle double knee denim painter pants. I really enjoyed the silk bandana shirt. I thought that was awesome. The Timberland painter pants were really nice as well. The Timberland crew neck is really nice. The big accessories this week I just think they're a bit excessive, but yeah, no, I quite liked week 12. Week 12 was a fun time, but I want to hear from you guys. What are your thoughts on week 12? Were there any pieces that really spoke to you this week? Let me know all your thoughts and opinions on week 12 down in that comment section below. And that's it, guys. That is everything releasing in week 12. We covered it all. We covered the release details as well. It's dropping today, the 13th of May, 11 AM British Standard Time or Eastern Standard Time, depending on where you're picking it up. And if you live in Japan, it'll be dropping this Saturday on the 15th. So there you go. Personally, I think there's some really cool items here this week that I'll definitely keep my eyes and ears out for to see if they release for a good price on the secondary market. But I want to hear from you guys if you're going to be picking anything up from the retails. Unfortunately, as you may or may not know, I'm Australian, so I can't pick anything up for retail. I don't have a plug, I don't have a way of picking it up, but I want to hear from you. Let me know your stories on what you want to pick up this week down in that comment section below. And of course, guys, if you guys want me to keep covering upcoming Supreme weeks, don't forget to leave this video a big old like, a comment in that comment section down below, and a subscribe to the channel, as that's the best indicator to me to let me know that you want to see more Supreme content on the channel. And don't forget, we're also trying to hit that new subscriber milestone of 2,980. 80, right? Yeah, 2,980. Yeah. We're trying to hit that subscriber milestone this month, hopefully hitting the 3K by the end of the month. We're literally 1 sub or 2 subs off the 2,980, guys. So subscribe today, and hopefully we can hit that milestone before the end of the month. But that's everything to be said about week 12, guys. Good luck to everyone out there looking to pick up a piece this week. I hope you managed to pick it up in the size and color that you guys are looking for. But until the next Supreme video, until the next drop list video, until the next streetwear talk video in general, guys, I'll catch you later.